And welcome, everybody, to the Something Something Movies podcast. My name is Renzo.
And my name is Poch.
This is the movie podcast for the filthy casual.
And the average Joes.
Or Filthy Joes. We're here to talk about the latest in movie news, share our favorite trailers and teasers of the week, and give you a survival guide on films that you may not have seen yet, but are popular among your peers, and therefore you have to fake your way through conversation in case you pretend you have seen them.
That's true.
If that makes sense. It is the third week of August, and let's kick things off right away with the Something Something Movies Cinemalaya Special!
Ooh, awesome.
Yes.
I've been looking forward to this so long. Live studio audience right here.
There you go. I'm very, very excited to talk about this because what a Cinemalaya.
Right? I heard Respeto won almost.
Yeah.
Right. I
Now,
heard that just recently.
This would have continued if we had caught any Cinemalaya movies.
Have you seen any, Renzo?
Nope.
I have not seen any.
I took my grandmother out for lunch on Sunday.
I was at home on Sunday.
Oh.
So
You see, we wouldn't be the filthy casuals or the average Joes if we did watch Cinemalaya.
I feel like we're on brand right now because we listen to the people that actually watch Cinemalaya and actually can appreciate it. However, I think, Cinemalaya was pretty good this year.
Yeah, it was
I'm just saying.
based on what we've heard.
Exactly.
It was pretty good.
Good job to everyone.
So we're skipping that right away and heading right into
The real movie news.
All right, so Poch, what you got?
All right, big week for movies. The thing that jumped out of the headlines for me was Tom Cruise shooting MI6, and he got injured. And there's actually a video of him online. He's jumping a building, and you see him. He's like really running for it, and he just smacks right at the side of the building.
Oh, so like he doesn't make it all the way?
He doesn't make it all the way, but at the end of the video, he climbs up, and you can see he's limping. Like he looks really badly hurt. You see the impact. It was on TMZ. It looked really bad. Reports as of now says he's just injured, so hopefully they'll continue shooting. I don't know, I just hope it's a couple of bruises. MI6 is coming out. Really, it's excited for that.
Yeah, definitely. And it's pretty crazy considering how Tom Cruise does all of his own stunts.
Exactly. In the previous MI5, he was strapped at the side of a plane. And this, like a building jump, it just seems like now I think you really have to pay attention to all the stunts that are done and, just appreciate what Tom Cruise is doing because he's pretty insane, like doing all his stunts.
The dedication to, his craft and to make sure that it looks real and that he actually puts himself in the Ethan Hunt role.
Exactly.
You gotta respect the guy.
I know.
And I'm pretty sure he's gonna be fine. I think he's got like plus 20% physical defense from his Scientology
Probably,
right?
Exactly. I think he's on the height of his power right now.
There you go.
The Scientology. Another fun fact, Henry Cavill, I don't know.
Cavill,
I'm filthy casual. What do I know? Henry Cavill is the villain of this movie.
Oh.
And he has a mustache. What's weird is that he is, a little spoiler, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but he's in the new Justice League movie, okay? But in his contract, it stated he's not allowed to shave his mustache. So they had to CGI his mustache away in the Justice League movie, because it's like, what's Superman doing with a mustache?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so his contract under Mission Impossible 6 says that he can't shave the mustache.
Can't shave the mustache away, sir.
Wow, so the Mission Impossible contract kind of overruled the DC contract, which I completely get because Mission Impossible is freaking great. Like, they're great
What do you
movies.
say about DC, man?
I don't want to say anything.
Quiet, not even from the
I'm not
audience.
saying anything.
How dare you, audience members?
But then Mission
DC's gonna be
Impossible,
great.
man. Hopefully he's okay, I guess.
Yeah, he'll be
I don't
fine.
really
I'm
know him.
pretty sure.
Like,
Yeah.
I know of him,
You
but
know
then
of him.
I don't personally know him. But then, well wishes to you, Mr. Cruz. On my end of the camp, Disney making a huge move. They are officially pulling all of their films out of Netflix.
For real?
Yes.
Why?
They announced it, I believe, just last Tuesday at a
Wow.
board meeting. I was
Okay.
there. And
definitely.
they announced officially that they were going to pull all their movies out of Netflix because they are starting their own Disney streaming service.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, with a juggernaut like Disney, I feel like they have enough content to make their own. Well, they have their own channel.
Yeah, they have their own channel.
Their own streaming service. That's insane because they have like reruns of previous shows. They have current shows running. They have a juggernaut of so much movies coming out. I can see why that's happening. However, it's a bit. I just think it's kind of greedy.
It's a hecka greedy.
Yeah.
And considering that so many people are trying to do it as well, Amazon has their own streaming, Hulu has their own streaming.
We should have our own streaming.
Yahoo
something streaming.
something stream.
Yeah, it should be.
But also, even what do you call that? Amazon has their own streaming, right?
WWE has their own network.
Yeah. Who else? Yahoo has their own streaming.
Yahoo?
Yeah.
Still
produce their
alive?
own. They produce their own shows and everything. I don't know. It feels like
Like
we transitioned from TV into Netflix, and then now it's just becoming anher TV where we just have to pay for channels.
Oh, that's right.
So it's kind of weird how they're doing this, and eventually people are just going to go back to the format
of just all channels again.
or piratebay.org. You know,
We're not allowed to say that.
I mean, schmerit.org.
Yeah, exactly. That's the website.
People are just gonna end up going back to that because you know you have access to everything. You don't have to pay for every single specific streaming service. I don't know. Maybe bad move on Disney's part, but then
That's
we don't
really
know.
interesting. Where will the Marvel movies go, and where will the Star Wars material go? You think?
Oh,
it's all
Disney
gonna be
owns
there?
all of
yeah,
them.
it owns all of them.
It's
Exactly.
gonna go to the Disney service.
Exactly. Oh my god. What do you think the name of the streaming service would be? Stream.
They always make it like
D-Stream.
the name plus like some current name, like HBO Go.
Yeah, HBO.
Disney
Go.
Now.
Yeah. Flicks, Disney Flicks, iFlix. I don't know.
I believe iFlix is taken. I'm not
damn.
sure, but I think somebody already has that name.
Damn. Okay. Wow. Disney. All right. That's pretty big move on Disney. I don't know how that's gonna change the landscape of everything.
That's true.
But wherever Disney goes, people will follow. So I don't know. I don't blame them for doing it.
Yeah, that's true. And again, considering that you have Star Wars under their wing, again the superhero movies under their wing, I feel like they have enough content to keep it afloat.
I know.
But that about does it this week for
Real Movie News.
We'll have more something something right after this word from our sponsor. And the word is heart. It just keeps beating until you die.
And welcome back to the Something Something Movies podcast. Thank you again to our sponsor. If you guys want a word out or if you want to be our sponsor, please drop us a like, comment. We will pay you to be a sponsor.
You can also text Poch's mom, I believe.
Yeah, she's the one handling everything.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Thanks, Tita. Moving on. It's time for Trailer of the Week.
Yes, either double E or EA. So this is the portion wherein me and Renzo rate trailers to see if it's actually a good movie you should watch out for, or, you know, maybe not watch at all.
Because lately trailers either give away too much information or
Mismarket everything. Batman
not
versus
supposed to.
Superman.
Exactly.
Okay.
My
I had to
Batman
say
versus Superman you. So this week we have a couple of trailers, both of them belonging to the horror/thriller genre.
True.
So if you are a fan of those, please check them out despite what we have to say. First one, Poch, I believe you have a movie called...
Yes, it's called Keep Watching. All right, it's by Voltage Pictures. So Voltage Pictures actually has a good roster of movies under their belt. They got The Hurt Locker.
Oh,
they got
wow.
It. They got Don John.
Literal Oscar winning.
Yeah, Dallas Buyers Club. So you'd know that this is the film company knows what it's doing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's directed by Sean Carter. All right, and this is his first full-length feature film because he's had a 15-minute film called Clubar. It's a Mexican
If you were able
film.
to pronounce it, then
Culebar?
you wouldn't be a filthy
Culebra.
casual.
I have no idea.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
fine.
true. It's a 15-minute film. It's also a thriller about people crossing the Mexican border. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the premise of this is, well, it's it's a thriller, obviously. So it's actually a mix of a lot of genres because it's shot like in found footage style. It's also it's a claustrophobic movie because it's set in a house. Okay. So it's a home invasion movie wherein this family they get trapped in their own house and apparently there are cameras everywhere. So people are watching them, and then all of a sudden they start picking them off one by one, and they want them to fight back. But they're watching. I don't know if it's online, like they're posting this. Yeah, that's basically the premise from what I got from the trailer.
So for you, what is it? Is it an EE or an EA?
It's definitely an EA.
Trailer of the week, people. If you are weak, then watch this trailer because apparently it's not that good.
It's not that good. First, it probably exposes too many elements of the movie. There was a fire that happened, so we're gonna watch out for a fire in the entire movie, so the house might burn on fire. Second, the line at the end of the movie was very cheesy. Like he was like, Bella Thorne was like, "Why are you doing this?" And then the guy just goes,
because it's fun.
like, wow, that's the most generic.
It's like written by an edgy teenager.
Exactly.
Who's just like
it's like
listening to-
MTV films. or
Yeah,
something.
MTV
It's-
films,
it's-
basically. Also, they show a character death in the trailer.
They do.
They show a character dying in the trailer, so it's kind of like, okay, were we supposed to be shocked by the initial death of this in the movie?
Exactly.
And they also kind of play on the plot all the way up until the second act.
Exactly.
It's like they introduce the premise, and then you're like, okay, I know enough. That's cool. And then they show you what happens halfway through the movie and what the turning point is, and you're kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
keep watching this.
Do you remember that movie, As Above, So Below?
Oh, that was great.
You stopped it at the exact point where it was supposed to stop at.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
I watched it and it was great. I feel like they should have stopped it when they found the camera. Or if you would watch it, please stop it at the point where they're exploring the house and the dad finds a Polaroid that takes a picture of him, and he looks at the Polaroid.
Just pause it right
Pause
there.
it right there and
then
look
end
at the Polaroid, then end it.
Yeah.
Just stop it right there, and you will enjoy the rest of the movie experience.
Yeah, because beyond that point is just a spoiler fest.
Exactly.
Not very fun if you're really looking forward to it because, again, it's a thriller. It's a horror. The fun of watching these movies comes from being surprised and being shocked and watching the plot unfold. You don't watch a condensed version of it and then, check it out later on.
And the biggest sin in my book for a thriller is to reveal the unknown right away. Because there's the element of negation is that you kind of build it up in your head, this big bad guy, or like Jaws. It has this it built this perpetual fear for people of sharks. People fear sharks, right?
Anti-shark propaganda, by the way.
Exactly.
People. Sharks are great.
And he was on the whole runtime of the movie, he was only there for like 15 minutes. So it built it up so well. And I feel like Jaws was a big bad guy because the filmmaker respected that the moviegoers were not supposed to see him right away.
Yeah.
In this trailer, you see all the bad guys right away. You see their different masks, you see their weapons, you see everything. So what's the point?
So set up the mystery. Don't pull back the cover and show who's behind the magician.
Exactly.
Just keep them guessing. Make them know that there is something to be afraid of. Watch if you want to know what it is exactly you have to be afraid of.
Exactly.
Don't give it away immediately. As an alternative, we recommend As Above, So Below.
Please.
Or
As Above, So Below, if you want to watch the trailer, stop when she hits the
piano.
Yeah, the piano.
If you get to the piano scene, just stop right there.
Once the piano scene ends, stop it there.
Or what's that other movie that I recommended before that you said was similar to this?
Purge.
Nope.
You're next.
You're next.
You're next.
You're next?
You are next. I'm next. You're next.
You're
That's
next.
The name of the movie.
That's the name of the movie. You're next.
You're
Go
next.
check it out. It's similar, but much better.
Definitely.
Definitely much better. I guess trailer-wise, even.
Yeah, it's so
again,
much
we
better.
haven't seen this movie. We haven't seen Keep Watching, so we really have no basis of judgment for it. But then, as far as the trailer goes, avoid it.
If there are more trailers that come out, don't watch any of them. Just watch the movie. Just go straight to watch the movie. Because I feel like if more trailers come in, they're just going to keep spoiling everything.
That's true. This trailer on my end is the latest from Darren Aronofsky, legend. Name 3 films that he's done.
Black Swan, The Wrestler,
Wow.
and also Requiem of a Dream,
I
sir.
was not expecting you to know.
Because I wrote it all down in my notepad. Right?
Oh, there you go. We have notes. We have notes.
We have to level it up, Renzo.
There you go. Okay. Well, Requiem for a Dream I did get to see.
Okay.
One of the most disturbing movies of all time, I believe.
I believe you, sir,
Thank you.
because I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Cool. So, Darren Aronofsky is back with Mother, lowercase m, exclamation point at the end of it.
Right.
Starring Jennifer Lawrence, Javier Bardem, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Ed Harris.
Yep.
The creepiest set of white people you could possibly get together, I think. Well, Javier Bardem's Hispanic, so...
Yeah, but he's very creepy.
He is very creepy. This centers around the character of Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem. They are a married couple. Ew. They're moving in together in this brand new house that he has renovated for her, start a new life together. And one night, the character of Ed Harris just appears at their doorstep and I believe asks for a place to stay for the night.
Right.
And just from that, Jennifer Lawrence's character is suspicious. She is apprehensive, and she even brings it up with Javier Bardem. She goes like, we don't even know this guy, and he's staying over our house. And Javier Bardem, he's creepily okay with it. He's unsettlingly okay with having this guy stay over.
No Country for Old Men. Okay with it.
Yeah.
Just like, okay.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen that.
Oh, you haven't? Okay,
No.
never mind.
So, after Ed Harris decides to stay over, Michelle Pfeiffer shows up at the door. Sorry, Michelle Pfeiffer's character shows up at the door. And then she requests to stay over too.
Exactly. Okay.
And it's revealed, all in the trailer by the way, that Michelle Pfeiffer's character and Ed Harris's character are married.
Sure.
But they showed up at different times at the door, and she's asking for a place to stay as well. And again, when it's brought up to Javier Bardem's character, the husband, he's just like, what's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem? It's like nothing phases him. And that's when things get creepy because she is starting to be, she's starting to get paranoid as to who these two people are and what their connection is to her husband. And it comes to a point where she finds an old photo of her husband in Ed Harris's luggage.
Yeah.
And she brings it up to him. She goes, why is your photo in his luggage? And then he replies by going, what were you doing going through their luggage? And it's
You have the best
that was a great
impression of him.
that was a great way of revealing the creepiness behind it. And again, right after that, you see a lot of images from the film, scenes that show something supernatural might be going on, something a lot.
You see a cult even developing,
and a mob searching through a field of green at night with their light.
Yeah.
So for me, this gets an EE. Definitely trailer of the week because it is great. But then, based on the fact that they did show a little too much,
they did
by the tail end of it. They could have held off on the whole supernatural bit because I feel like the initial mystery of two strangers going to your house is cool, is enough to draw people in.
It's creepy enough.
Yeah, right? And then if you reveal in the movie in itself that there's something, more than
sinister,
reality than going on, it gets even creepier. But I think a huge part of what makes it double E for me is that the music is absolutely amazing.
You hear that violin riff?
The spoopy violin is amazing. Like they played on it very well. It even is in sync with the way the credits show the names of the...
When it writes, right?
Yeah.
The credit, like Darren Aronofsky,
director of Requiem for a Dream, and it's all in sync with this really unsettling, screeching violin noise that plays really well into the mystery and just creepiness of the whole movie. So that alone gets it an EE for me. Props to Johan Johansson for the score. I'm not kidding.
Wow,
that's his name.
You researched that.
It sounds
okay,
like
cool.
someone made up a fake name. Like, what's your name? Johan Johansson. But that's legit his name.
Wow.
He has also worked on, I believe, he's working on Blade Runner 20-something. What's that movie? The sequel.
The new
Blade Runner 2049. He worked on Sicario. Worked on Arrival.
He's got really the films he's been in. He knows how to mount tension, and I feel like that is explained well in the trailer. For me, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate here. I'm not gonna look forward to this film.
Oh,
yeah.
What? Why?
Because first of all, Darren Aronofsky, his whole controversy, right, with old Black Swan.
What happened?
He actually ripped off a lot of shots. Actually, even the premise. Of
Black I was Swan, like, isn't Black Swan already a ballet?
Oh, no. The movie Black Swan. He ripped off a lot from this animator called Satoshi Kon.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
The guy who did Paprika.
Yeah, Paprika. A lot of scenes from Paprika also, from Inception. But literally, the movie Black Swan, if you search online, a lot of people are claiming that he stole a lot of shots and premise from the movie Perfect Blue. It had the same... It had the same premise. It had the same, shots? Shots for shots. When Natalie Portman was in her room, then all the pictures started talking. When she was in the train, then all the reflections started talking. So I really hope Darren Aronofsky pulls off something original. Because did he write and direct this one?
I am not entirely sure. But also, I haven't seen Black Swan.
Oh, you haven't seen? Okay. Well, we are the Average Joe podcast. So I'm just saying, I want to believe this is an original work from Darren Aronofsky. And maybe I'm just acting like a hater. Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows?
But I'm going to take this trailer with a bit of a grain of salt because...
Maybe a handful.
Maybe a handful of salt.
A shaker's worth.
A shaker's worth. Probably very bad for my health worth of salt.
Yeah.
Because I feel like... there's a lot of hype coming into this movie, and it's coming out next month, by the way, September.
Oh wow!
And this year it's going to be competing with Get Out. It's going to be competing with It Comes at Night.
Yeah.
So
for thriller of the year, basically.
So I'm, I love Get Out. I actually saw it. So
cool.
Yeah. So for me, like the trailer says, it's Get Out for white people.
So watch out for Get Out for White People. Mother, written, directed, and produced by Darren Aronofsky. So hopefully that that produces something original on his end. And that is about it. Please check out Mother. Please check out Keep Watching. And we'll see you next week for Trailer of the Week. But first, a word from our sponsor.
And now, a word from our sponsor. For more clarity, allow me to spell the word out for you first. H-W-A-A-A-A-A-A-H, or...
And thank you very much to our sponsor for another sponsorship on the Something Something Movies podcast.
2 sponsors.
Oh my goodness.
In the first episode.
Dude, we are making it. Episode 1 of Something Something Movies. Again, my name is Renzo.
And my name is Poch.
And it's time for the final segment of the show, our personal favorite, I believe.
Yes. It is a public service announcement.
Yes, it is a public service. Now, have you ever been in this situation where you are talking with your friends and they bring up a movie that has just come out or has been making its rounds in the, around your circle of friends, and then they go, "Hey, have you seen this movie?" And you reply,
Yeah, I saw that movie.
Even if you haven't seen that movie.
Dirty liar.
You liar.
You're just lying. Stop
Disgusting.
lying. Stop
You
it.
were disgusting. But hey, we're here to help you out. Wait, you mean you haven't seen...
Moana?
I haven't seen Moana.
I appreciate your honesty.
But wait, you mean you haven't seen The Witch?
I'm sure I'm not the only one. Okay.
It's kind of obscure horror. But then, yes, today we are talking about those two movies. If these have been brought up around you, we'll give you some tips, some survival guide pointers to survive a conversation, to fake your way through it without spoiling yourself.
Exactly.
So we'll tell you what you could point out with your friends. Beginning with Moana. I
Yes.
need this desperately.
You do need this
because
desperately.
this is a Disney film, man.
Okay.
I'm having trouble out there. People keep bringing it up. They're playing their songs everywhere, and I'm
Okay.
just like, yeah,
Okay.
Moana. That's all I can say.
Were you able to get away from conversation just by surviving through the songs? Just like, oh yeah.
I just ignore them and
Oh, you
hope
do.
they go away.
No,
That's
no.
my tactic.
Okay, let me help you out, Renzo. Okay, first of all, it's easy to fake your way through a conversation with Moana. The one thing I noticed is if you bring up other Disney films and compare Moana as a strong Disney princess.
Okay, like how would you do that?
Okay, here's what I would do. Because to elevate your movie-going status with your friends, let's have a conversation.
Okay, so I'll be the friend who has seen Moana and you haven't.
action. Okay.
Hey, Butch, have you seen Moana?
Yeah, I totally have.
Oh, okay. So, like,
Oh,
what'd you think?
man.
What was your favorite
Okay,
part?
This is what you do. Okay, ready? Oh man. Okay, Moana. I honestly feel like she's one of the strongest Disney princesses out there. However, I still put Mulan up with Moana, but Mulan edges her in a certain degree because Mulan was asked to go to war for her family, while Moana went to the sea and it was her choice, like in her song. Like it calls her. Remember?
Wow.
Yeah.
That you've seen Moana.
I have seen Moana.
I believe you.
Definitely.
You've definitely seen it.
End of conversation.
End of conversation.
That's how it goes. So you just have to compare it.
That's great.
Yeah, and they'll be like, "Wow, oh, he has seen it," because that's pretty much the plot. She
And
just
like
goes
all
off.
these words like edges and
Yeah, edges, yeah.
comparison, it's gonna
Yeah.
throw them off guard. They're gonna be
Exactly.
like, I can't compete with
Yeah,
this.
I'd be like, "Wow, he's bringing up Mulan."
Yeah.
like Mulan. No one can contend with Mulan.
that's
I'm
like
just saying.
that's like Roger and Ebert stuff.
Yeah,
you
I know.
It's-
Definitely. I
Did I
did my
say
research.
Roger and Ebert?
Roger-
I feel like they're the same guy. I just separated them. So,
Right. Yeah.
that's great. Thank you very much
Yeah.
for that survival guide.
Another thing you could bring up is this is a fun fact that there's actually conspiracy theory that Moana and Maui, the Rock, Maui is actually Moana's dad.
That's the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, and it was not Moana's search for herself, but it was a search for her dad.
But she
'Cause-
found him. So like,
Yeah, so it wasn't. Oh, that's going to spoiler territory. So
that's
maybe
true.
let's forget that part and edit that
Oh,
out.
yeah, okay, just cut that out of there.
Yeah,
There you
definitely.
go. Well,
So I
thank
hope
you
I didn't
very
spoil
much
anything
that.
for you, Renzo.
No, don't worry. I'm completely unspoiled. So, let's talk about The Witch.
Okay, The Witch. I don't know anything about this.
The Witch is spelled with 2 V's, by the way. The W is 2 V's.
So when you messaged me that, you did that on purpose.
Yeah, because that's how you spell the
The
actual...
Vitch.
Yeah, the Vitch.
The Vitch.
This is a horror thriller that made its rounds in the film festival circuits, I believe, a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And got its cinematic release just last year. And it's got to be one of my favorites from last year,
Okay.
I believe. Just like flat out. And one thing you can mention, so let's pretend that you're
Okay.
the one who has seen it and I
Okay,
haven't
sure.
yet. So,
Okay.
start of scene.
Okay. Hey, Renzo.
Hey,
Long
hey.
time no see. Have you seen The Vitch or the 2 V's?
Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you have.
I've seen
Okay,
it.
cool. Nice.
Damn it. Liar.
Okay. What'd you like about the movie?
What you can say is, I really liked how they used like Old English in the script. Like the entire screenplay, the characters are speaking in Old English,
I
so it
noticed that.
made it kind of hard.
It was really hard.
It's
Like,
super
I
hard to
found it really
understand
hard. I
them.
thought I was the only one.
But then I feel like it added to the immersion, and it was just really respect to the screenwriter for being able to write that entire screenplay in like Old English and keep it consistent, you know.
It
And
was
that
really-
ending though, that ending
we
though,
can't talk about that.
That-
No,
that
it's-
ending,
it's-
though. It's just whoa. When it happened, I was like whoa. So you don't mention any specifics about the ending.
Just
Just
be
say
like,
that
whoa.
ending though.
That ending though, you don't think that would invite people to spoil the territory?
As soon as they start maybe mentioning like, oh, you mean when you just go like, yo, shh, what if like these people haven't seen it yet? And if there's nobody around, just run.
Just run.
Get away as far as possible.
I gotta see the ending again. Then you
Yeah.
just leave.
There you
Okay, yeah. Gotta see that. Shh. How dare you say that? I gotta see it again.
I gotta run and watch it again right
Yeah,
now.
Right now.
So that's your survival guide for watching.
Yeah.
Just bring up the screenplay, bring
Screenplay.
up the dialogue, and how it was hard to understand, but that made it even more enjoyable and more immersive because you
Okay.
wouldn't be able to understand those people anyway if you were there.
Yeah, those are great tips. I think I'll do that.
Also, the ending.
The ending. Yeah, just the ending though. You have to say the ending though. Just
Yeah.
say it, the ending though.
And as per usual, if none of these tips or pointers work and you still lie your way through it, just run.
Just say uncle and run.
Yeah,
Just
book
get
it.
out of there.
Just
Get out of there.
Get out of there, please. You are hopeless. No hope for you. That about does it for this week's Wait, You Mean You Haven't Seen? And for this week's Something Something Movies. Again, you can hit us up on Facebook. It is at Something Squared.
Yeah, something squared. We have a Facebook page, guys.
page.
Yeah, that's how they're listening to us. I know.
There you go. Also,
Or-
our YouTube page.
Yeah, it's something something that channel. It's a something something channel. And there are our company's working on getting an Instagram, right?
There you
Right,
go.
crew? Yeah, an Instagram's coming
company.
out. Yeah, we have a
But
company.
also, please, if you search for something something, look for something something Renzo and Poch.
Renzo Poch, because if you put something something movies, like there's this Indian movie that keeps coming out. We should review that next. I
Yeah, we
think.
should watch it. We should watch that movie and just share our thoughts.
Yeah, definitely. Or just please just like us
Yes.
and just give us some feedback, guys.
Please like us.
Like us.
Just please like us. But then again, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Something Something Movies. We'll see you again next week, ya filthy casuals.